What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we're back with the Civic, the $500 project car Civic. You guys, I think we got what is going on. Possibly, I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna make sure. We're gonna find out right now. I think it comes down to these wires right here, the ignition coil wires. So when I put one of these out when the car was running and I would set it towards like a ground or something, you would see sparks coming out of the little boot right here, which should not happen. You should only be getting spark coming out from right here. When you get it close to the ground, it like makes contact and you see the spark. We were getting little sparks on the sides. That tells me right there, that's one thing that's possibly wrong. I have not checked anything else. I've only checked those wires. That's where I'm starting with. So right now I'm going to replace those and then see how the car reacts to that. So let's go ahead and do that. New wires that we are going with is these Duralast made to last long and I'm just going cheap with it. You know, it's just basic daily as driving. Once I start getting into more performance stuff, like yes, like this will be upgraded into you know, bigger and better, whatnot. But for the meantime, this is what it is. So now, let's start it up, I guess. Let her warm up a bit, you know. Let me explain what's going on here as I kind of figured out now. So basically we got those misfires gone, they're done. But actually, number one kept misfiring. Popped up the code again, I was like, why is it misfiring? When I took this one out, there was no change in the RPMs or whatever. When I took these out, yes, there was change. But then I took out, I was messing around with the fuel injector plugs, and I was messing around with it and I kind of pushed this one in and it went away completely. So it's gone. So if it comes back, I kind of have an idea where it's coming from. It could be that the plug is not good anymore or the wires, there's just no right connection. I pushed it in, better connection. Now, as you just saw, the RPMs kept fluctuating right there. So by that, I'm kind of leaning towards now it being that there is a air leak or a vacuum leak somewhere, so it's giving it some trouble. So that's why it's taking in more air, I guess, in a sense, giving the RPMs are raising and then going low, raising and going low. So that's what I'm assuming with that. I'm gonna check a couple things out to see where that vacuum leak can possibly coming from. Because it could be a hose, it could be into, I don't know, it can be something, a vacuum leak somewhere, so I gotta find it. Hey guys, I'm back. So quick. I kind of found out where the problem is coming towards the idle air control valve, which is sitting right under this bad boy right here, the air intake. So that basically, as you can hear, idle air control valve manages and controls the air and whatever, has little screens. I gotta take it off, clean it, and then throw it back in there. The problem is I don't have anything to clean it with. No brake cleaner. For right now, I'm gonna take it apart. I'll find something to clean it. Man, was I even recording? God, man. I don't think I was recording anyways. I took this out, hella clean. Look at that, clean as a whistle. Whistles aren't that clean, but it's not that dirty. It's not that dirty. I thought it was gonna be dirty. Anyways, I'm taking this out. And there she is. It's this girl right here. Can't really see it. Well, let me show you guys. All right, for a 98 Civic DX, it is that one right there. Right next to the throttle body. Alright, let's take it out. Now there's the throttle body right here. I didn't know those lines were full of coolant, so I pulled it out and I got squirted with a whole bunch of coolant. But it's alright, we got it out. So you get the throttle body out, you gotta get the throttle body out to get the idle air control valve out, because it's, you got two screws up here that I was able to get, and then two screws in the bottom that I couldn't get. It was just such a tight fit. So let me take those off. We got a moment of truth kind of deal going on right here. So let's see what we're working with. I don't know, maybe it just needs to be cleaned. by the looks of it, pretty dirty, maybe. Probably gonna take this guy off too. Got this big old screwdriver, pretty big screwdriver. Too big actually, some would say. Take her off. See? Big ass screwdriver does the job. Put those to the side. Take this one off. Sticky type substance that hopefully didn't just up. That's like a magnet type deal. I'm gonna look that up, make sure I don't need to add whatever was in there back in there. But what I'm gonna do is clean this guy out. I have the greaser, so hopefully that does the job and I don't need to buy a new one. But let's go ahead, clean this guy up and then kind of just go from there. All right, so I put everything back together and I'm hoping everything goes smoothly. Let's turn it on. Ooh. Ooh. So far, so good. Oh, shit. Arrived, he's in the back right there, but we're not talking about him right now.
That's right, guys. Go to the gym.
And sit in the parking lot. Anyways, you guys, so we so far we fixed one of the problems with the Civic, which was the ignition coils. The next is the idle air control valve. I cleaned it. It didn't fix the problem really. I might have to just replace it. So we'll kind of go from there.
You remember when you used to be shy and not like to make videos in front of me because you thought I would make fun of you?
You still do.
I still do. You got better.
So.
You're still a fucking bitch.
Fuck. Anyways, so we're getting down to like, okay, so far we only spent $50 on fixing this,
which is more than the car's worth, guys.
And then the next is the idle air control valve. We're gonna do some research, either find a used one or probably just get a new one. I don't know how much that's gonna cost. Could be anywhere between $100 to $200, but we will see. But so far it's not coming out too bad. And actually when you put it in drive, over here Julian found out when you put it in drive, it doesn't get affected at all. Only when it's in park. In neutral maybe? It's only when it's in park.
When it's in park and neutral.
Park and neutral, you hear the fluctuating of the RPMs. But when it's in drive, it doesn't do it at all, which is not too bad. But anyways, Julian's a bitch. Smell that? Smells like victory. That's what it smells like. We got this bad boy running good. Back up and running. Great. Awesome. Spectacular. Amazing. We got him up and running great again, you guys. It only cost me $50 to get this bad boy up and running really nice and good. So aside from the ignition coils, that was $50, $60. It was the idle air control valve that was dirty. I took that off. I had originally took it off, cleaned it up, but I didn't clean. I didn't have the right material to clean it with, the right liquid. It was, my arm is hurting. I can't hold this camera much longer. I didn't have the right, what do you want to call it? I didn't have brake cleaner. I was using degreaser, which is not really meant for it. So I hit it with some degreaser, and actually I just hit it with degreaser and kind of got a rag and just cleaned up the throttle body base and then just cleaned it all around, you know? I didn't even have no little wire brush to stick in there or nothing. So right now it just got cleaned up with some brake cleaner and it's running way better than what it actually was. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And so now it's running good. I took it out for a test drive, it ran fine, driving good. Every once in a while, it does spike up just a tad bit, but I'm thinking it's because it's still quite a, like, not a lot of gunk, but just some up in there. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't use a wire brush. So if I get a little wire brush, like the little stick looking ones, and stick it in there and just clean it up real good, it'll probably be good. It cost me literally 50 bucks plus tax, 54 or something, in between 50 and 60 bucks with ignition coils and just that cleaning of the throttle body, and it's up and running. It's good. I took it for a test drive. It's running good. Drive fine. Everything is good. The only thing is it shifts hard, which is telling me the motor mounts are probably out on this thing. Either transmission, no, the motor mounts, the transmission's right there. The motor mounts are probably out on this thing. So we gotta get those changed. We get a lot of shit changed. A lot. Which is kind of like, damn, but I mean, it's expected. It's a 98, but it does have low miles. So, but other than that, you guys, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.